To Muni Misfits in the Morning. My name is Chris Larson, head golf professional at Osgood, and you're watching the Golf Morning Show for the Fargo Parks. So it's usually three of us, and Greg McCullough is on my far right here, head golf professional at Edgewood and at El Zegel, and Matt Cook is out of office today. What's going on with Cookie today?
En route, I believe, is kind of what he said when I texted about 7-8 minutes ago. I said, "You guys remember now we're at Courts Plus, right?" Crickets. I got crickets. He goes, "Uh-oh."
Is he going to come?
I don't know. He's en route.
Okay, but this is his stand-in. Every time Cookie's a no-show, we throw a little. And you know what? We're at Courts Plus today, so it's like a healthy cookie.
That's right.
Thanks, Tori. Appreciate that. What is this? Plant-based protein. It's a snickerdoodle. All right.
It's Lenny and Larry's.
Well, hey, Cookie, we miss you. Get here fast. Safely.
Don't speed, though.
There you go. So today what we're going to do, since we're at Courts Plus and we're nearing the end of the golf season, we're going to talk about what we can do in the off season and get prepared, because you may not be thinking about putting the sticks away just yet, but you're going to have to do something to maybe keep that activity going, right? Or maybe succeed into the 2023 year. So I got to ask, do you do anything in the off season?
Yeah, nothing.
Either do
so I will tell you this. About 4 years ago, Kelly Kissel, who was the Courts Plus manager here, kind of took me through a couple times to get me to do the things I do. And I was dead for 2 days. Day 3, I wasn't really sure I was going to be able to even function enough to get out of my bed. But like they always say, the hardest part is starting. And once you get started with it, it does make a difference. I felt better. I played probably a little better as I went through the winter. And then for some reason, I haven't done it.
So that's a nice little segue here. We're gonna introduce our guest here too. But then before that, I forgot we actually need to talk about what's happening at the courses before we dive into
what's happening at Osgood, Chris.
We're closed. No, so the golf course is shut right now at Osgood. The course, the range, the practice facility, the loop, all of that's closed. It's a bummer right now, just because the golf course is really, really good. I know our superintendent and staff, they're eager to get it closed up in great shape, though. So that'll be nice going into the 2023 year. Normally, I don't know if we would be closed this early. We just have those construction projects going on. So, and they're trucking right along. Literally, they're going through the driving range right now. So, the golf course is in super good shape. And thanks for a great season out at Osgood. You made my first season a memorable one. I learned a lot. I listened a lot. Hopefully 2023 is even better, but I think we had a great season. So
good.
What's happening at Edgewood? I'm playing there, by the way.
That's today. What I heard a rumor to the fact that you may be misfitting at our place today.
I am. Yeah. I think our whole staff is going over.
Nice.
Christian's going to be there too.
So El Zegel is closed for the season as well. I know Jason was working this week to try to get some spray on the greens and start to get it buttoned up a little bit. So El Zegel is closed. Edgewood, we're still open. We're going to be open at least through next Sunday, the 30th, and be looking on FargoGolf.net and all the social media channels, probably maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday time frame next week to see if we'll maybe stay open a little longer than that. But for sure, we'll be open through next Sunday, and then we'll kind of play it by ear after that. And again, right, we had the superintendents on last week, and they do need 3 days of reasonable weather. They need to have a calm day, at least one calm day, if not 1.5 calm days, to get their applications down.
Sure.
So
wind.
It's not going to be like, right. It's not going to be like, you know what, we can wait till the last second to do this. But we're open. We're going to have a great weekend. We're super busy. We look forward to maybe Monday as a little hiccup day, but we could use the moisture. Don't get me wrong. And then it's supposed to maybe kind of moderate after that a little bit. So we do have some time left to play golf.
So. And you had a nice little closing banquet. That was, and I got invited to that, so that was really cool to see. Do you want to? What did you guys do at the EMC men's club banquet?
Yeah, usually at the end in in the past, we've maybe done a tournament and then had the banquet afterwards. It's our fall banquet, it's our business banquets. We did that at Side Street downtown. And about 80 to 100 guys there, and they just kind of recap the season, and they give away a season pass. Congratulations, Jeff Casper, for winning the season pass. They do a sportsmanship award, which I think is probably the one that everybody wants to wait and see who won it. Dave Holm, congratulations on winning
That was cool to see.
award. So kind of a wrap up of their season. I will tell you this, we will continue to do games on Tuesdays. So like next Tuesday, it's not supposed to be great, but it's kind of moderating a little bit. So we'll run kind of a skins game or something to that effect.
How many did you have last Tuesday? I saw the post on Twitter.
So
Push Cart Mafia.
Last Tuesday we had 27.
Okay.
Yeah, which is actually pretty
Yeah.
good on, the day got better. This time of year when you hear that high temperature forecast, it usually happens around 4:30 in the afternoon. So the day get better, got 27 guys, and then everybody went downtown. It was kind of a fun night.
Yeah, that was really cool to see. The part that I love about that is you've got 80 to 100 guys in that room that authentically, truly care about not only Edgewood but just golf in general.
Yes.
I mean, that is a golf crew, right?
Yeah.
Spending a lot of time in the private club, the country club atmosphere, I guess. You got people that are there for the social aspects, and don't get me wrong, you have that too at Edgewood. But to have that many people in the room that they care so much about the game of golf, and you could tell. I mean, that the handicap talk, the playing the different tees talk, the games, just the way the meeting was run, it was really fun to see, and I had a blast. So, by the way, thanks for inviting me.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was a great time. So, and then even after, sitting down at the table and talking to the guys about what's your favorite hole at Edgewood, tell what's the favorite par 3, par 4. I mean, these guys they can't get enough of the golf.
And then expand it to what's your favorite hole in town.
That's right.
We always kind of go, and then we thought maybe we would try to play maybe those 18 holes at the different places and see what we come up with. So
this is kind of a workshop here, production team. Okay, Tori. So
and Laura.
Yeah, and Laura. Sorry. We're going to talk about, not today, but I think one of the things we want to do is we want to have our favorite 18 holes in town.
Yep.
And we're going to try and play those 18 favorite holes. And viewers, by the way, we're going live right now. So if you want to chime in on Facebook or YouTube, what your favorite holes are in the Fargo area, that'd be great. We'd love to hear them. And we'd love to have a discussion on, the 18 best holes in Fargo.
Yep.
So chime right in. I think, so as far as that, that's basically it for Edgewood right now, right?
Yep.
It's just daily play now.
Yep.
So
Yep, and we can try to give a update from
A
the
synopsis.
protein cookie here. I don't know whether he'll be able. What do you got going, Matt? Okay, anyway, so I'll do a little update for Matt. Praywood's closed, right? The 9-hole facilities are closed. I know Eric Hansen, their superintendent, again, is working on trying to get blowouts done and some applications down, and probably just a final leaf pickup. We're working frantically to try to get as much leaves picked up before the Monday rain.
Have you ever seen a year where all the leaves dropped like at once?
Now, Chris, how old are you?
40.
This happens every year. I hate to admit,
But all at once.
It
All at
happens
once.
every single year.
Would you guys not agree? It was like all at once, like one day.
They don't know. They don't pay attention. What are you doing?
It was amazing.
It happens every. No, it
That
does.
was amazing.
It was. Yes. Yeah. My yard's got leaves in it about this. So there's
crazy.
deer, ducks, geese,
Everything.
all
Take a core sample.
That's correct. Anyway, back to Cookie.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. Rose Creek is open. They're going to stay open at least through the 30th as well. So a week from Sunday, we'll be open all next week. And then, again, probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, sometime in that time frame, we'll decide whether to keep both courses open, close both courses, or maybe keep one open as moving forward. So, FargoGolf.net
There you go.
and all our social media channels. Check us out. Come give us a call, and we'll get you going.
Still book your tee times
Still
too.
book your tee
So we
times.
got plenty of time for that. So I think at this point we can probably
Absolutely.
introduce our special guest. So today we've got Logan Cassette, correct?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Why don't you hop in right there?
How we doing?
Good. How are you?
So
A
good.
little early for a Friday. Didn't expect to be here on a golf podcast, but should be good. I'm excited.
All right. So first of all, Logan, talk to us about what you do
Mhm.
at Courts Plus.
Yeah, so I'm the sales and customer service coordinator. Pretty much anything membership related is going to come through me. as well as customer service. I also manage the front desk and all the staff there. As far as the working out part, I just have a very avid work person that likes to be back here, lift weights. So I think my input on how to stay fit in the off season should be pretty good. So
Cool.
Mhm.
So, and again, how long have you been at Courts Plus?
I say 8 years.
Okay.
People don't like to count the part time, but I'm going to.
Okay.
So 4-time, part time, full time, 4 years. So 8 total. So
All right.
been here for a while.
So you're a seasoned vet. You know what's
That's
going
something,
on.
yeah.
So just getting here in the morning, and so I walk into the front desk, and front desk's like, "Do you know your way around here?" And I have no. I'm a total noob, right? And she's like, "You're going to be in that far back corner. This place is like
It's a maze. Yes.
Holy
Yep,
cow,
that's-
getting back here."
I think one thing everyone kind of will acknowledge is that getting back to the workout area is kind of tricky. Yeah.
But all that being said, I got kind of the self-guided tour
Mhm.
of the facility, and there's a lot in here that I had no idea. So I remember being at Courts Plus when I was younger, and we'd mess around in the racquetball area,
Mhm.
and we'd just hang out here and play basketball and stuff. But a lot of stuff has changed.
Mhm.
It's kind of got a. I mean, we're sitting in a cycle room. This never used to be.
No, it used to be, this is a racquetball court. Used to be a racquetball court.
Okay.
Yep.
Crazy.
But yeah, I'll tell you this for sure. People still do come here and just hang out pretty much
Yeah.
all day, the kids and everything. So, but yeah, I know we've added a lot ever since then. Big thing is like the pickleball courts that got added on.
Was Amy out there?
She was.
Was she?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
For
You see
real?
her when you walk by?
No.
Yeah.
Amy Olsen
We
out
could
there.
go.
I guarantee you at the end of the fall, we'll still be out there.
We get
Pickleball players will play
we
for
can go
hours.
maybe sneakily drag her in here.
We should.
Matt, why don't you go do that?
Yeah, exactly. Matt, go get her. All right.
Between that, we've added, we got rid of some racquetball courts, obviously for the cycle room, added a functional training room in another one. That's new equipment and everything. So yeah, a couple of updates since then. The playground was added on. And that was like 8 years ago, but some people still haven't been here since then.
Yeah.
So people will come in and the whole front desk area was added on around like 8 years ago, I think. So
Yeah, that gym, not the gym, the playground area.
Mhm.
That thing's incredible. We
Yeah.
should have been doing the podcast in there.
the
We're
amount
gonna
of
hurt ourselves.
Hey, we probably
the
would.
amount of people that come in here for the playground and don't even know
Yeah.
what we have in the whole facility,
Yeah.
it's insane. It happens all the time.
So, well, and it's pretty cool that the Fargo Parks, we have this as a place to go. I fully intend to be using this this off season.
You
So
should get that in writing because I've heard that so many times.
Every day, all day.
Yeah,
you hear that,
I
right?
hear that from Fargo Parks employees all the time.
fully intend
Specifically.
to. Fully intend. All right. So talk to us about your golf game. All right. Where are you at as a golfer?
I don't know if we want to talk about that.
No, I think we do. Yeah, let's dive in, man.
It's pretty awful.
Okay.
I've gotten a lot better, but I started once I became full time at Fargo Parks. Never was much of a golfer, didn't know much about it at all. Got some cheap clubs, went out and had the worst time of my life the first round.
Did you play Edgewood?
No, but
Thanks, Chris.
I know this is a bad time to play Edgewood because I will lose. I don't know how many
Oh,
balls.
the leaf
Oh,
roll.
they're doing a fantastic job. The leaves are, again, it's a daily operation, but they got through, I hate this, billions and billions of leaves yesterday. So it's pretty good out there.
That's cool. Sidebar here. Really interesting topic when we were talking to Jason Spitzner about. He was actually trying to use the leaf blower up into the trees
Yeah,
to try and
to
get the rest of them
That's
down.
right.
That was pretty
Good,
great.
good strategy.
All right, so where do you play? Where did you play?
I
Where do you
go to
play?
Rose Creek the most because usually I'll
Okay.
just go straight from here
Did you
to
hear that,
there.
Cookie?
I'm sure you would love to have some input on that. Usually just go there. I'll go to the range a lot. That was one thing that helped tremendously. I still need to do a lesson because I've heard that will fix everything about my swing.
Yeah.
But that's what I've been told. So yeah, Rose Creek a lot. This season I didn't go. I always go a lot initially. I always promise myself I'm going to go all the time. And then, a month or two in, I kind of start to drop off a little bit. But
You should get that in
it's,
writing.
yeah, exactly. Should. We'll do a trade-off here.
There you go.
But yeah, no, it was. I've gotten a lot better since then. Like I said, I've been doing it for like 3 seasons now.
Okay.
So
All right. So, and in golf and your hierarchy of needs, right? Do you really, is golf important to you? Do you like to?
it's become a lot more
Okay.
important to me, which is weird because I
Especially
never.
after today.
Yeah, seriously, no, I have no excuse. But it was weird how it started because I was like not really competitive about it. Didn't really care for my score or anything. And then as it goes on, I just get more and more into it. And I realized also how long I could potentially be golfing for.
Sure.
So
So now that you play golf, you're invested, as you'd say. What are you doing to better yourself physically to play golf better? So what, like our viewers that are hopefully, how many we got some viewers, right? And by the way, if you have any physical fitness questions at all, go ahead, chime on Facebook and on YouTube. Fire away. So if there's anything dealing with fitness, what is something that's probably the most important thing that you would say that you see as a golfer?
Yeah, and you guys might have to like explain to why this part is important. Because I can tell you like what exercises are good, and, but I don't know really why. That's I think that's where the golf mechanics will come into play. But core strength is like number one for everything. Everything, all the powers you require. That's for like any sport you play. So a lot of core strength, and that's incorporated with like heavy lifts like deadlifts or squats or anything like that. And then legs are also another huge one. So
don't miss leg day.
Don't miss. Maybe do it twice. I don't know.
A lot of the videos we see online from, we're all tour pros, right? So that all the tour pros there, the squat deal has become one of the major things that they're trying to do. That and, obviously that kind of leads into jumping a little bit. So the two things I can't do is squat and jump, which kind of lends me to believe why I'm getting shorter.
Yeah. So another thing too, when I was listening to Luke Benoit, guys at Ripstick, they were talking about how they would measure tour pros and their explosivity, right? And in order to be able to hit it 300 yards, they were talking about being able to essentially leap 9 feet, I think is what it is. So be able to just from a dead stop to be able to leap 9 feet, right? And so we did this at a backyard barbecue. We put down what we figured 9 feet was and started leaping that. And you start looking at that and go, that's a long ways, right?
That's a long ways.
And you're doing that in khakis. But seriously, when you look at those guys, their legs are big right now, and that it would be interesting to see what the tour players back in the 50s, 60s, and granted a lot of them were still in very good shape back then, but you look at that evolution of the tour player now, it's everyone sees it, but man, the amount of work that they're putting in in the off season is impressive. So leg day, core strength. Is there anything else? Flexibility?
Stretching is going to be huge. Because I tell you firsthand, I'm not very flexible, and that you could tell in my golf swing. I can't bring it. My backswing doesn't look as good. I just can't get it as far back as I'd like to. It just kind of feels uncomfortable. Stretching is going to be important. I would say cardio health is also huge, especially for a lot of the players, like the average, mainly the older people who love to just walk, like all 18, because that's quite the workout actually. Especially if you're carrying a golf bag and you're walking 18, like that could be tough. And not everyone's as spoiled that can just drive a cart every time. So
sure,
that's all I'll do. I refuse to walk any of the golf courses. I will pay for a cart every time. So I would say
you will walk.
No, I will not.
You will not walk.
I refuse.
That's impressive.
I think I got spoiled off the bat by getting carts the first couple times, and then I was forced to walk a couple of rounds, and I was like, "No, this isn't as fun. I have enough things to worry about. You want to worry about walking now too? I can't."
That's incredible. I would not have pinned that.
I think I do enough stuff outside of the golf to where maybe I could. That's like the leisurely time for me. I don't worry about that. Walking.
Interesting. Right? Okay, because I'm still old school when it comes to that. I'm if I can, it's a walk and a carry. So I feel more connected.
Sure.
How about you?
I try to walk. I end up doing a little bit of cart stuff just because it's easier and I'm old.
Yeah,
I walk. Again, right? The simple things that we can do in our lives to make our golf game better. Walking is huge. Just general fitness. I remember Kelly said, "Great, I originally came in because I wanted to lose a little weight and things like that." He goes, "You know what? Don't focus on that. Focus on your general fitness. And as you get more fit, then the other things start to happen as well." So, and walking is great. Bad back, walk. Stretching, walk. All those things that are easy for us to do that you don't need to spend any money to do it either. You can literally walk and stretch at the same time if you want.
Yeah, and I was even told at one time that. Because I was trying to get ready to run a race. I was trying to do like a half marathon, and I'm going from like couch to half marathon, right? And the first thing that I was told too is just do a whole lot of walking at a high incline and get those legs going. You know what I mean? And then gradually start building that up. But I do see though that being in golf shape and being able to, if you're not capable of walking 18 holes, right? That alone, your golf game will definitely suffer for that, because you get to the end of that round and you just can't complete it, right? So having that cardio, having that ability to actually get through the end of the round, that's huge. So, but yeah, you're a cart guy, huh?
I'm a big cart guy.
Wow.
But no, like you mentioned before, golf is still a sport. You still need to be athletic for it, and then the walking the 18 is definitely part of that. I just haven't hit that level of expertise yet, so I'm just still taking the carts.
Okay, so now if you were to kind of put us through the ringer, we're not going to do it today, thank God. All right, but what are the first things that you're probably going to start? What kind of exercises, like if for viewers at home, for us, we're on the couch, what are we starting with? What do you think?
I would say, we have to gauge everyone's fitness levels here first too.
Assessment
like
first,
you kind of said.
Assessment first.
Yeah, we don't want to just put you in like a cycle class right off the bat.
Okay.
But yeah, check that, and then depending on that goes, stretching is going to be huge. Everything you do, stretching is going to be important.
So what goes into an assessment?
It's like a brief little test, I would say, and it's more so watching the mechanics of what you're doing. So we'll have somebody do just like a bodyweight lunge or a squat, and just kind of see if what part of your body is doing what it shouldn't be doing, and kind of tweak it that way. It's more so how to make sure you're doing things correctly.
Sure.
Because most people probably aren't going to just do a squat and have perfect form or anything like that off the bat. So yeah, I'd probably start with that, and then warming up with some sort of cardio is always going to be good. Incline walking is huge, just because it's nice and it's like low impact. You're not having to run and do the stomping everywhere, so low impact cardio is always nice. As far as strength training and stuff goes, squats, lunges are going to be a huge one. Back, there's a lot of backs, so like lat pull downs, some bent over rows, stuff like that would be huge.
Okay.
But yeah, I would definitely piece something together for a golf specific. That could be maybe another segment. We'll get a golf specific workout done.
I love that. That'd be awesome. And now, and I'm putting you on the spot here, but if someone were to come into Courts Plus and say, you know what, I'm a golfer and I don't want to lose any distance, I don't want to lose anything this off season, is it something where a trainer here at Courts Plus could kind of cater, say, like a golf specific program to them?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, all of our trainers are going to be certified and have the credentials, and I guarantee they've all experienced, just because how popular golf is in this area, they've all had to train someone who is their goal is golf.
I think so. That'd be fun. Why don't you put us through the ringer?
There's a lot of knowledgeable trainers here that would have the
Where's the AD machine?
we got plenty of them here, I promise.
Okay, good.
They test
need
it.
them.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's definitely something that some of the trainers could do for you. So
cool.
A lot of them are sports specific. Like high school golfers, we'll get a lot of high school athletes, so they got some stuff for you.
Very cool.
A lot of them walked into the door today, even early this morning, because I don't believe they have school today. So there's quite a bit of we're close to Davies, so I saw quite a bit of Davies Eagles logo stuff and some South logo stuff walking in. So
I'll wait till about noon.
Yeah,
It'll be
that's when they all get up.
Yeah.
Like Matt.
Yeah. By the way, waking up, coming here in the morning, it's dark. There's not a whole lot of activity, but when you walk in the door here,
Oh yeah, it's hopping.
it is.
hopping. Again, right? Just get started. Just
Yeah.
get yourself. You know what? If you need Chris and I to come and get you, we'll bring you down here. We'll get you in the door.
Greg will come and get you.
There's like people, and I always thought people would be grumpy, right? It's like running. You never see a smiling runner.
Yeah.
They're always grumpy. You walk into this place, everybody's happy. Everybody's doing stuff.
God, the endorphins are running.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
it's
after
pretty cool.
being here for as long as I have, I've done the 5 a.m. to noon shifts before and stuff like that. And I'll tell you that the 5 a.m. crowd is by far one most consistent,
Sure.
and then two the happiest. And even though I might not be when I come in at that time, because I'm not used to this whole 5 a.m. Even this was early for me. I'm an evening person, so I usually start working here at like 11, and I'll work till like 7 or 8 depending on. So seeing the whole morning crowd again is kind of nice, and seeing how happy and energetic everybody is, it's awesome. It's a nice change of pace.
Yeah, it's really going hard.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, it is. It's great. And, we think of golf as being an early morning deal. This is, these guys have been here since and you said you open at 5?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
5 o'clock.
Talk about people waiting,
after it.
to get in the doors. They'll sit in the
some-
doorway.
Summertime,
Yeah.
summertime, right? I drive by here every morning when I'm on my way to work. So I know that there's people, Jerry Caulfield's in the parking lot. I don't know if he ever leaves. He's sitting in the parking lot.
Jerry's here at
and
4
and
a.m.
he's ready, right? And there's people actually waiting at the door. Yeah,
Wow.
it's cool.
Tori, what time do you get to the gym?
I don't. I'm not a morning person.
You're not?
5:30 p.m.
Okay. You're the evening crew. Okay.
We are crimping everybody's nighttime style.
I know. So,
Thursday, I gotta go to bed early.
and again, anyone that's watching or listening, go ahead and fire away any questions that you might have on social media. We're coming to you live on Facebook and on YouTube. This is Muni Misfits in the morning. And by the way, thanks for tuning in. If you want, we would love for you to subscribe to the channel and follow us on Facebook. So you can go ahead and you guys put the button on there still? Something like that?
What?
Go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button. That'd be awesome. So, we have any questions at all?
No question.
Everybody had a long Thursday night. up there.
That's right. So, do you have any other questions at all for?
Nope.
You're good.
I'm
Cookie, do you have any other questions? Nope, nothing. All right. So, first of all, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Logan. This was I'm looking forward to maybe getting some more content at Courts Plus here. So this is really cool. Do you have anything else to add to the golf audience at all? Do you want, give a little shout out to?
Yeah, no shout outs, unfortunately. I don't have
Okay.
anything there, but I do think, I know a lot of the golfers, especially some of the golfers, are very competitive. So I do think some of the stuff that we have here, like pickleball, racquetball, and the basketball, tennis, like some of that stuff might be a good way to, especially in the off season, stay in shape. Pickleball, I don't know if you're familiar, but it's blown up, especially because it's it's not as strenuous.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Did you run?
That's just working out.
If you want to sit down by us, I got you a cookie.
Well, you sound great, by the way.
Thanks, appreciate it. This is still important. But yeah, the pickleball party would be awesome just because it's not as, you don't have to run around as much, low impact, still good cardio. And yeah, you can still be competitive in it, just like, kind of like a round of golf. So that's something that we have to offer here. We have 6 courts, so definitely something to look into.
I played pickleball one time, and then I had to take a week off because my legs were just shredded. They didn't look shredded. I was shredded, right? I was absolutely worthless. I was like sliding down the stairs and stuff. Pickleball actually, it's an awesome game, and I can see how it's so addictive. Like people are fanatics,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's insane.
But it is a great sport, and the cool part is like everybody plays it.
Mhm.
You go to some of these places that are facilitating some of the games. It is young, old, new, experienced. Everybody's playing on the same court. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
And that whole stigma of it being for like old people, I think is kind of going away.
Oh,
Initially, that's how it was. People were like, I'm not gonna play that. I'm not 70.
wiffle ball.
Yeah, seriously, you get a pat on a wiffle ball, and they're like, how does this work?
Yeah.
But yeah, you start playing, and you're like, oh, this is actually a lot of fun. It's easy to pick up. If you do, like one-on-one, it's going to be more running around than it would be doubles. So you could have it be a cardio workout if you're just doing singles. So
I was going to say, I would have been here a minute earlier, but I was just watching Amy Olson, Tim Fickner, some really good people playing, and it didn't look like they were spent like you were, so I think you're doing it wrong.
I am totally doing it wrong.
Yeah,
That's a segment right there. We're gonna have to go play pickleball.
not against those two.
Maybe we get
Short
Amy
game.
involved. See if Amy will teach us some pickleball.
Who is Amy?
Amy Olson. So she's a LPGA tour player that she played out of, where's she high school? Where was she at high school? Was it at Oxbow? Oh yeah, she played out of Oxbow, and then she went on to play for NDSU. She is the most she holds the most collegiate wins as a female golfer, and now she's on the LPGA tour. So she's a phenom out of our area here. So fantastic person, fantastic family, and we would love, Amy, if you're listening right now, we'd love to have you on.
She's
So,
not
open.
She is on the court. I
Open
guarantee you.
invite, Amy. All right. So, all right, Cookie, what's going on, man?
Hey, I was listening to you just driving on.
You
in.
were not.
I honestly was. Yeah, it sounded great. You guys are doing an amazing job.
We are down a viewer, so I do believe him.
Yeah, I was the only viewer.
You're number one, man.
I wasn't watching it. I was driving, but I was listening to it, and so I probably was the only individual. But, it's early.
It is. These
Especially
people,
for you.
everyone here's been here for like hours. Do you know that?
Hours.
I know, but seriously though, it seems we are losing so much light. It feels like it is 4 a.m. right now,
Okay,
which
now
I was
this-
up at 4 a.m. this morning.
Okay, now this happens every year. The light. The
As
light.
the leaves.
Yep.
It happens
The light
every year. I know
happens
this
every
is
year.
shocking to you, but the leaves do fall off the trees every year.
It's giving me a hard time about that.
Yeah, I heard
So-
that too.
Would you not agree though? Not to be the dead horse, but would you not agree the leaves fell all at once this year? It was crazy.
That would be
Actually,
erroneous
that one.
because
It was that one night, that one day it was super cold and everything fell. You guys saw on the news they were talking about it. It all
Okay.
fell in.
Not going
I didn't want to chime in
crazy.
earlier, but yeah, sorry, I'm on your side.
Feel that bus beep, 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 backing over me.
too young.
Okay,
Yeah,
Okay,
they've never been
so-
around a tree.
They've both only been alive for like 21 years. It's like, what do they know?
That's right.
okay. Physical fitness. What are you doing in the off season? let's get down to the hard facts. What are you doing in the off season, Cookie? What are you
Physical fitness wise?
Physical fitness. Yeah, we're at Courts Plus today. What are you doing to keep this in like
You don't
prime
even
shape?
know.
Huh?
Not nearly enough.
Okay, we're gonna get hooked up here with Logan. Logan's gonna put us through the ringer.
I understand that. Yeah.
Okay.
I think, there is honestly benefits to doing something for sure. I think as we've played golf all year long and then we take that long break, I think you're just going to continue just to decline. So in the spring, you're probably wondering, like, man, what's going on here? I hurt a little bit more. I don't feel like I have the flexibility. I feel like, I just had thing going on like I did as far as at the end of the year. Last winter, honestly, I didn't do a whole lot. The year before, I spent a lot more time working with speed sticks for one and hitting a lot more golf balls. Probably did a lot more stretching as far as working with some of the speed stick exercises you do with that. And I thought I came out there really seeing some, I know I saw some benefit as far as like even speed was because I can measure that. Last winter, did not do as much. So I do have to get my butt going and get a little bit more ambitious in that. So.
The speed training too. We've kind of touched on that a little bit here and there. We got to get Scotty McDonald and Luke Benoit, the doctors of speed, on here sometime. We can talk about that because speed training, that's a super fun program to get into in the off season. So I think that's another segment that we can do. So
We've added a lot of segments to this, I think.
yeah, we did,
A lot
right?
of ideas.
Right. This is
That pre-production meeting.
That's
Last
awesome.
time.
And I think it's amazing too. I mean, you guys probably already touched base on this, but not just
Oh, you're
performance.
listening.
I was, but I was also kind of concentrating on the road.
That's good.
And so not only just performance, as far as to look at to become better players, but I mean, it's amazing every day how many times you see a person come on in and they're talking about their injuries.
Yeah.
Either my back or my shoulder or whatever else, And so I think if we really enjoy this game and we want this to be a lifelong sport, I think that's going to be extremely important as well, as I'm sure Logan can testify as far as to make sure that we are in good health overall, not just good golf shape, but
Are you guys see any golf specific injuries?
No, but I mean, I can tell you firsthand, like my back always kind of feels, which probably means I'm not swinging correctly or something like that. I'm sure there's some kind of golf mechanic behind why things hurt, but not really. We do get a lot of people like back is always like the number one most injured thing, I feel like, and a lot of rotation. So I think that one of the biggest things too on the offseason is just like injury prevention. Like working out is going to be awesome if you need to do that, but don't want to do it correctly.
Yeah.
That's when like maybe a trainer for a few times a week just to make sure you're doing things right and not going to risk injury.
So that leads me into another question here about, so you said training 2-3 times a week, right? So when I hear that, I think like, oh man, that's gonna hit me in the pocketbook, like getting a personal trainer for like 2 to 3 times a week. But what what kind of programs, if somebody is kind of looking at, getting set up with a trainer, and you don't have to talk about prices, but talk about what can we expect when we come into what kind of training programs, how much time are we spending with a personal trainer?
Sure.
What do you see to be effective?
I see a lot of people just do once a week, and that one time a week is also like a meeting as well as going through the routine and everything like that. And then you go off and do it throughout the week. That's going to be the cheapest way to go about it, just because it's only one session a week.
And kind of just reporting back
Yep,
to
exactly.
the
And
trainer.
then, as far as check-ins go, what are your weights doing? How's everything feeling? That's just the most financially cheapest one will be that one. But then if you want to go twice a week, then they can actually, watch you more through the workouts and walk you through them. But I would say the most common I would see is probably 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay.
Yep. And then, like I
Wow.
said, usually they'll give you the routine and everything, and then you follow that. So, and if there's certain things you want to touch base on with them, during that session, they'll go through that with you. So, like I said, they all have their certifications for everything, so that they know what they're doing. So,
And we're gonna get swole. I think that's what they say, right?
that's one word for it.
Yoked.
Yeah.
Yoked. People still saying that?
I prefer I like you.
So how do they get a hold of you or anybody at Courts Plus with any of the questions that they have, and they can start to move forward on their physical fitness?
Yeah. First and foremost, you would probably want to be a member here. So that's something that you can talk to me about. All information for everyone's on the website. As far as personal training goes, Jamie Smith would be who they want to contact. Her information is also on the website as well as her email. And you just come in, get a tour. We can show you around the facility. So anytime you have a couple minutes, we can show you around. So
Cool. Well, hey, Logan, thank you so
Yeah.
much for coming on the show. This was fun. Thanks for being here too, Matt. I really appreciate you coming in. That was great to have you on the show today. So, do we have anything else we need to hit on today, guys?
I have one thing when
Yeah.
just about when we're done. So if you want to do that now, or if you want to
Yeah.
wrap it up first, whatever, however you want to do it. I have a presentation to make.
Go for it. Do you need a green screen or
No, I
anything?
don't.
Okay. Oh.
Oh.
So for those of you that don't know, our own Tori Benders here on the production staff, she won the closest to the hole at what prestigious event was it?
The
Autism.
autism, it was awesome golf scramble for the autism center.
So in doing so, she won a lifetime supply of beef jerky supplied by Matt Cook. And it sounds like Matt didn't own up to the bet. So now Greg's stepping in to make it right.
That's
So Tori, if you'd like to, you can come up and and hereby taking this beef jerky, you are now a professional. So yeah,
Watch out, Amy.
That's awesome.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
that was perfect.
Lifetime. We're lifetime. Hopefully she
You
only
get
eats 2
prepared.
sticks of jerky in a lifetime. Because that may
You
be
gotta
it.
supply the rest. So, anyways, thank you very, very much, folks, for tuning in to Muni Misfits in the morning. We'll be coming to you live next week as well. So, I don't know where we're coming live from.
Spooky Halloween episode.
Oh, we got the Halloween episode. Is this the Blair Witch episode? All right, sounds good. You're not going to want to miss that. You will not want to miss that one. All right. This is Matt, Greg, Chris, Muni Misfits in the morning.